Okay, so on with part 3 of the walkthrough. So last time we just opened this shadow gate. Main world. And this guy here also has 3. And that'll give you, I think, an artifact, which is the main quest item you need to collect anyway, if I remember correctly. And so that really forces us to go to this level here. These levels always have this creepy drawbridge that goes into a black void. That's how you know you found a new level. So let's check out what terrible place this will take us. Also, if you notice, I tried to increase the game audio so you can hear things better. It's just going to make it, I think, a more pleasant experience than just hearing me talk all the time. I hope that's working out for you. Also, you gotta love these intros for each level.
And into Asylum, like a great black engine roaring to eternity, ravaging the already benighted landscape with its savage, malevolent presence. And within the legions of the truly damned, insanity, sheer and stark, and once in human form, now gutted and torn by eons of glutted indulgence. Their bloodlust flecking the oily walls, living in the shrieks of victims ensnared, hanged, drawn, and quartered by the serpent's squalid writhings. This is the place I have not wanted to dream of, and the dream is now the place I partly live through.
Shit. Drop the controller. Okay, I mean, you gotta love those intros. Are so poetic and in a really disturbing way. Okay, so this is like the only place with, I think the only place with like, it looks like green water, what it was meant to be, but let's get these goodies down here. Cadeau. Yeah, honestly, as clunky as the controls are, already I'm totally fine with them. You're probably going to complain at first if you haven't played this type of game before from this era, but if you've been playing PS4 for years and no retro games, it'll be an adjustment. But already I'm digging these controls to get around Shadowman, so works well enough. Okay. So this contraption, we don't have the item to use it. You need a key, a special key to use that. I don't even think this takes you anywhere. Well, it all kind of leads to the same place anyway. Yeah, that circumvents all the jumping. So just take that tunnel. These doors will hurt you quite a bit, so take your time to make sure you get through unscathed. Now before we go down, I'm just going to go to first person view. This is basically the asylum. It's a giant building that allegedly Legion wanted Jack the Ripper to build for him, and he's built it. One thing that really impressed me was when I played this on the N64, I remember reading in the magazines, one of the things that they were advertising to achieve on the N64 was very long draw distances. So if you look all the way down there, there is no fog. You can see that light turning down there, and fairly good higher resolution. 64 also pulled that off, maybe slightly rougher edges, but you had the draw distance, which is fog free, which was very impressive at the time. This place is really creepy. Okay, this is probably when I first played this game, probably like 12 or 13 years old. Creeped the shit out of me. It's okay if these spotlights see you, you don't have to avoid them like, as if this was Metal Gear Solid. As far as I know, there's no consequences for walking through those cones of light. Teddy bear. Or point for the level here. Okay, and if these doors have a knot like that on them, it means they're locked. They'll have a different look to this emblem once they're unlocked. Okay. So the only way to proceed, you can play around this courtyard. There's really nothing to do yet out here. So you'd be kind of just exploring, not to get anything out of it, but just seeing the place. So the only way to proceed and infiltrate the asylum is to go down. You see that way is one way you can go on that steel pipe, or you can go this way. I actually want to go this way first. The other way is essentially a dead end for now. So you have to go this way. That Govi we will not be getting for a little while yet. I think we can't get it until we can walk on coals. Then it's just there for the taking. Okay, so be careful here. We just gotta kind of drop down. Ooh. It is easy to have like these really stupid deaths in the game. It is what it is. It shouldn't happen too frequently. So you gotta be careful. We're really vulnerable against any form of fire or lava, so just patiently do the platforming, which is very linear here. The dumb thing is, you can see some of these pipes. I don't see them here. There are cadeaux on those pipes. That's a real pain to get those, but yeah, you'll see that later in the walkthrough. It's like, why would I bother? Someday I'll have to do it though, just to say I got every single cadeau in the game. And it will not be this walkthrough. It's going to add a lot of time to the walkthrough. I don't want you guys to suffer through. Now this does look different. This looks different than this 64. Not by a lot though. So continue on this guy. Here's some wooden cogs turning. Come. So that. I already have full health, so I don't care about that. Here's the wooden cog. Okay, so this is a living, breathing kind of factory setting. It's very dark in here. Okay, so if you look, these are basically like the asylum chambers. There's a guy there just stabbing those guys, forget their name, but they basically have a giant hook on their hand, and they're very dangerous if you let them swipe in your face. They will eat through your health very quickly, so you gotta kind of circle them like you would a bladed ghoul. Okay, so this is where we'll be entering. Very creepy. If you're squeamish, don't play this game from this point on. I want the assault. The baton was very greedy with shadow meter power, so I'm gonna keep the assault. Left hand for now. Okay. Terrible things with this up here. So right through this door, I think there's actually two of those guys. Yep. Whoa! Hello. Yes, the assault really helps against these guys quite a bit. Oh shit, there's two more. I thought there's three in here total. Ah, get out of my face! Oh fuck! No! Oh, shit! Fuck! It's been a long, long time since I've died in this level. That's crazy. Okay, so that's what you don't do. You don't rush in there. You need to be a little more systematic about it. Fortunately, we have to do all this platforming again. Oh, I don't think those things respawn. Like I said, those guys are very dangerous at point blank range. A small room. It's just, you don't want to be in that situation. So I was definitely being careless there. Won't be making that mistake again. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh, and steam hurts you too, so stay the hell away from steam. Alrighty. The best way to experience Shadowman, play it by yourself in the dark. That's the route. Yeah, hello. Yeah, fuck you too. Yeah. Fucking ambush. Die, 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 die. Okay, got one. Phew. Good. And that's how you take care of those guys. With extreme caution. Hopefully we'll be close to... Oh, yeah, I thought there might be lots of these guys. It's more than the 64 had. Holy fucking sleeping right now. Okay, so we want to go in here. Oh, it's locked still. Eventually we'll be going there. Holy crap, this place is crawling with these guys. Oh, man. Okay, where's number 2? I know you're waiting for me. Just killed your friend. Ah. Probably one right behind. Okay. Let's look for those guys for now. Yeah. Is he doing? Yep. Hello, hello. This way, and these are the ones with guns, rifles. They're actually quite dangerous too if you underestimate them. Yeah, because each bullet, you know, does a number of health, so you only have a few segments of health in this game, so you gotta watch how many hits you take. They're not typically a problem when you take one of those snipers on one-on-one, but it's when you've got a whole group of these guys, maybe some melee guy characters to take care of. Yeah. And there's one shooting you from the corner of the room. Yeah, gotta watch. That's when they get you. Okay, so what we need to do is get the engineer's key, which I think is up here. More of those porkers. Oh, there's more of them up here. So that's locked. I think to remember an ambush here. We do not like that acid. I feel like that's gonna open something. One there, is anyone here? Oh fuck! I knew something was gonna get me from behind. Oh! Oh, fuck. I knew it. I knew it. Where did he come from? I swear this game spawns things. That is creepy. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Where is that information? These just can't seem to remember what the hell it was in a room, but past that room was locked. Well, let's go see what this takes us. My memory is a little bit hazy now. I don't know what this does. Before I just drop down there blindly. This is another scenario of dropping down. But there's nowhere else we can go right now. I could have swore I should have received that engineer's key by now. This is strange to me. I'm gonna go this way. This way here. Okay, that was not the way to go. Because we've already been here. This is where we were earlier when we started. Okay, now we know. Hopefully those things didn't respawn. I could have sworn that was just openable. But memory is a little bit hazy here. We're going to go down the other hole this time. To me, this is like this is a really cool level. Just, you know, the look of the area is very. It's not like a droopy, dead, bland wasteland where we were before. It's just kind of like a structured level with neat textures on the walls. That. Oh, yeah. Can I push that? Let's just take that out. This was how you get to that engineer's key. Now it's coming back to me. Yes. Engineer's key is just down here. Ah! Fork, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. One little bit. Please light, please light, please light. Oh, fuck. But she can actually kill you. Okay, so we got the engineer's key. Now we need to actually equip it. Let's put it in the left hand. But first we're going to open this up for ourselves. So that takes us back in these hallways. And the other thing we're going to do is come here. Opens that door. Perfect. So now it's all set to proceed. We go out here. And we go through that big door. The light on it. I don't think I need the engineer's key for a little bit. I'd rather have the firepower, so we'll put the assault again. Watch, there's a sniper behind you, and he actually is an health bar. Just gotta watch this guy's sneaky sometimes. Fine, let's safe here. This guy out. And a Dark Soul. Should be close to 3. Yes, that is power level 3 now.
So,
Excellent.
I
So, we're going to take that train shortly. There's a little more we can do in this level first. The train takes us to a new level. It's warp point. Hello there. Fuck! I just turned the wrong way! Die. Phew. Okay, excellent. Almost done. Oh, as if that fucking hit me. So you should immediately know where this is. Soon. Oopsies. It's very touchy. It's back to the entrance. Just a little bit more to do here now. Let's put the SO back on. Follow down this curve hallway. There's at least one more Gobi. Left yet? There it is. Yeah, I knew there's gonna be another one of you. Fuck off! Good.
Dark Souls are mine.
Technically, we have enough. As soon as you get 3, soul level 3, you can leave this area, but I always like to just exhaust. Where did you come from? Exhaust everything you can do before you leave. Just less to do later. Because we are eventually going to get all the Gobi. This one through, so. Alright, you know what? Before I take the train, something else I want to check out. I don't know if it leads to a Gobi yet. Just do something. So over here, there's a place to use our engineer's key. Nothing down there except higher up. You can't do that yet. Right here. You do that, it opens the door. I can't remember what it leads to right now, but we're going to find that out. It may just be Cadeau, if I remember correctly, but let me just connect back to the... well, we got 2 Cadeau there anyways. Oh, yeah. It's just over here. Yeah, so that just gave us Cadeau. Not a big deal. But 2 Keto is better than no Keto. So that just makes your life easier to get from beginning to courtyard. Now we're going to use that train, like I said we would. Be done with Asylum here, which is the left turn. In here.
These guys are totally organized. Most definitely.
All right. And it took me the longest time to figure this out. The game tells you what your progress is with the Govi, the Dark Souls. So that's a really useful way to know if there's still something to get in an area. Let's point that out later here. Okay. There's the door. Really dark in here. Yeah. So when you understand really what this place leads to, it's kind of creepy. This is the cathedral. And let's see here. I think I lost some breath. So if we just go straight ahead. Wait, did I? Oh, I didn't get the one point yet, did I? There we go. So there's really no point going further. I'm gonna actually run in here. There's a lot of those snipers in there. But basically, that is a hub to go find all the serial killers from. So when it comes time in the game, much later when you have to hunt down the serial killers, you're going to do it through here. I think there's actually one Govi we can get right now. Just explore that. Oh, I don't like how dark this is. It's really creepy. So you don't see. Be it. Souls. There was something you could get. Oh, I could be wrong. You need to die. Alright. You can't really fully explore this area until you have, you know, coal protection. There's a Gobi right there, right? Yes, and I should be able to jump across if I remember. Yeah, so that's just kind of an easy one you can get here.
The Dark Souls
Right away.
are mine.
Oh yes, I'm going to show you how to tally up your Dark Souls in each area. So when you go to the teddy bear here, teddy bear. So that this is on the Cathedral of Pain, and on the bottom left you see a 1 over a 2, so we have one of the 2 Dark Souls in this area, and the 9 out of 120, that's for the whole game. Okay, so there's one more Dark Soul we can get, or Govi, in this area, and eventually we're going to be getting all 120. But this area is not a very many. I mean, if you look up, you have 13 of them in Wasteland, which was the first Dead Side level. We kind of went through the whole area, but there's still, you know, 9 more to get. So that's where the backtracking comes into play. You have to come back to these areas to get everything. Okay, so with that, we're actually essentially done. Oh, there. Let's go mess around with him and then get the hell out of here. One and two. Maybe we get some cat. Excellent. It was definitely worth coming down here. We have 80. We're getting there. Yeah, there's quite a bit of area there you gotta trudge through. You actually have to come through later in the game, but not yet. So we might as well teleport back to Dead Side. So I'll do that here to the main area. This just go to here. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bladed ghoul here now. Pretty sure. Well, I'll be... Oh yeah, I was right. Hey, I'm not a liar. Just the one for now, but eventually there'll be like 5 of them in here. Makes coming here a pain in the ass. Yeah, we're stocked up. And then there's like 2 of them over here. I don't like how quiet it is here right now. Let's show you what's behind this shadow gate. This should be an artifact. Yeah, and if you want to know what these are all in the Prophecy, which is a book we collected earlier. L'Eclipse, the moon. Okay. Oh god, of course. That company. This game is really good at just making your skin crawl sometimes. These jump scares, man. Here you go. There you are. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna open this next shadow gate. Oh, and please. whatever you do, do not use this warp point right now. If I remember correctly, it warps you into a bed of coals and you die. Not a good idea. So we open this, and I think that'll conclude part 3. It's a good stopping point for part 3. And in part 4, we will see what's behind this gate. Yeah, it was fun. Looking forward to part 4. Keep watching.